Welcome back, Romantic Home family, and welcome if y'all are new. I am Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video, I am so excited to show you guys some DIY, Dollar Tree, and budget-friendly pink Christmas romantic decor crafts. This is another episode in my huge I Love Christmas series. I love to share with you guys how you can have a boutique, gorgeous home on a budget. You do not have to break the bank to have a fabulous, amazing home. Now, if you guys love shabby chic pink Christmas, kind of Victorian, I am doing that in this video, and I also did it in the last video, so go back and check that one out. We're gonna do all kinds of different styles in this I Love Christmas series, so stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's totally free, and pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home DIY Facebook page where I share daily crafting inspiration with you guys. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns. Get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For this first Dollar Tree DIY, grab one of the little Dollar Tree wooden cutouts from the Crafter Square section, and we are going to paint this little snowman white. I'm using my Waverly white chalk paint. The Snow White chalk paint is my favorite. You can grab it at Walmart. It's about $7, but it does go a super long way, especially if you're doing a lot of fun shabby chic pastel or just any Christmas crafts or crafts in general. It has great coverage. Okay, so I'm going to paint my whole little snowman white. Now, please keep in mind that whenever I'm sharing with you guys pink Christmas, you can change up my ideas to make them red Christmas, purple Christmas, blue Christmas, any color of Christmas that you love. I love pink. It is my absolute favorite color, so we're going to do some pink Christmas this year. Now, I'm going to add a little pink scarf around my snowman's neck. This craft would also be really fun to do with your kiddos or grandkids. I know I used to take Dollar Tree goodies and let my kids go to town painting them, so super fun. You just need some wooden cutouts from the Dollar Tree, and these are the inexpensive ones still. Yes, I think they're went up to $1.25 or $1.50, but it's still super fun, and if you have some craft paint on hand, you're good to go. Now, I'm going to paint the top part of my snowman hat pink as well, and then I was really racking my brain thinking, what do I want to add to this? Well, we're going to make this into a Love Shack fancy snowman, so we're going to use a little bit of this Love Shack fancy rose paper, and I just added that to the front of it, and whoopsie daisy, I had to share with you guys this craft fail. I was trying to add glue to add some glitter, and a big giant dauble of glue flopped out onto my little snowman guy. So anyway, I went ahead and put it back into the bottle. If you guys know, you know, but you're going to add loads of glue and then loads of glitter. Now, I was very generous with my glitter here, but of course I always keep a little glitter plate. And look at how adorable this little shabby chic snowman turned out. Okay, we are not done though, because I had to add a sweet little satin bow to like where his neck scarf would be. So I added a pink satin bow with some white. I also picked up this satin ribbon at Walmart. It was super inexpensive, and I didn't want to spend very much because you guys know I'm really trying not to spend anything this crafting season for Christmas, but the paint and the ribbon was definitely necessary to do this project. I'm adding some little pom-poms from a piece of pom-pom trim that I had, and then bam, we have the most adorable little snow lady. I also decided to add a fun little ribbon to the top of my snow lady's hat. What should we name her? I think she's so fabulous and darling and adorable, and I hope you guys are here for this romantic Christmas that I'm going to be doing. I want it to be kind of shabby chic Victorian. I'm also going to be doing some traditional Christmas as well, so stick with me. And if you guys love traditional Christmas, go back and watch some of my I Love Christmas series where I did tons and tons and tons of red and green. Here is how my little snow lady turned out. Now, for this next Dollar Tree DIY, I found this in my Dollar Tree crafting stash. This is a darling little reindeer head, and we are going to give this one a shabby chic makeover as well. Starting out with that white Waverly white chalk paint. It's in the color Snow White, and it is the best to lay down. I honestly love using this really for any project that I need to start out with, and then you can add layers of color on top. And now it's time to add some detail to our fun little reindeer. I'm going to add pink ears. This is going to be a pink reindeer, very girly, sweet, and shabby chic. So I just painted on some little pink ears. I need to get some of the decals. I know they sell them on Amazon and at Hobby Lobby that have like the cute little eyes. Wouldn't that be fun to add the little eyes? I didn't have any of those, and I wasn't very confident in my painting skills for today. So we're just going to keep this simple. But I added a cute little pink nose, and then I was racking my brain thinking, well, what do we want to do next? I decided to go in with pink for the antlers. Oh my goodness, you guys, what do you think about this? I think it's so adorable and fun, and this would be such a fun craft again to do with your kiddos or grandkids. The next step is to add some glitter and some glue. So starting out with my little Elmer's glue, you guys can also use Mod Podge. I'm just going to add glitter and glue on the entire project. So lots of glue. You want to make sure that that glue is nice and smooth before you add your glitter. And I got a little crazy with my glue today, you guys. Now, I was starting to run short on glitter by the end of this project, but I was able to get enough on there to give him some glittery, gluey goodness. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is add some fun little bows underneath the antlers. I didn't know if I should add them at the top of the antlers or underneath. I also added little pom-poms, if you guys can tell, at the top of the antlers, and these are just so fun and adorable. I think my daughter is probably going to be doing pink Christmas at her dorm as well. So I'm thinking I might be able to like get some of these ready in advance, and then she can just kind of pick and choose from any of the goodies and crafts that I create. I know that they did some pink Halloween and fall, so I'm just thinking that might be fun for her dorm. I just always let her choose the things too that I create. You know, she's always welcome to any of the crafts that I make. I added some little Love Shack Fancy roses to the top, and here is the final look. What do you guys think, and what should we name this fun little pink reindeer? Look at those little roses on the top of the ears. They match the cakes too, so if you guys have ordered some of my Love Shack Fancy cakes, I may decide to put some of these on my in my Etsy shop, so let me know if that's something you guys would like to see. For this next DIY, I'm going to do a makeover on this Noel sign. Now, if you guys have been with me for a while, you have seen me use this Noel sign in my decor for several years now. I like to use it underneath my tree because it fills out the tree before I've had a chance to buy a lot of Christmas presents. And it's just such a beautiful sign. My daughter, I also named her middle name is Noel. So it just has a special place for me in my heart. I found it at the thrift store years ago. But I want to give this a makeover, so I'm just starting out with some chalk paint, and I'm going in with a backdrop of this with some blush pink chalk paint. Now, I started working on this project a couple of days ago, and I got into it and wasn't happy with it. So I started out with the blush pink chalk paint, and then I was like, you know what, that doesn't quite look right because I didn't have any white chalk paint, which is what I really needed. So I did have to break down and go to Walmart today and grab some white chalk paint because I wanted to finish this project, and I just knew I wanted the letters to be pink. So if you guys have ever started on a project and then you get into it and you're like, oh my goodness, this is not going as planned. The pink also was not the right color. So I started in, with the pink letters, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is just turning into a big mess. So anyway, I painted all of it pink and then stopped. Waited until I got the white chalk paint and then started it all over again. Okay, so normally I don't share with you guys when I feel like I'm having a craft fail, but this sign had turned into, honestly, somewhat of a craft fail. There was just no redeeming the pink on pink. It wasn't working. So again, I had to break down, go to Walmart, grab the white chalk paint, and I ended up having to do 2 coats over the original pink chalk paint, but I already feel like it's working better now. I want to do pink Christmas, but I want it to not just be like a complete baby pink on everything, as far as I want it to keep a little bit of a shabby chic aspect to it, I guess. Anyway, you know what though? I am going to craft my heart this year. This is what I want to do. This is the colors I want to use. I'm always so scared to do things that not everybody is going to like. And I know red traditional is so popular, which I love, and I've done it for 7 years on my YouTube channel. And this year, I just really do want to do this pastel pink. I am going to do some red Christmas, though, because I have so much red Christmas. So I'm probably going to do red and white check in the kitchen, and then a red Christmas bedroom. I may incorporate also red into some of my pink. So I'll let you guys know how it goes. Okay, so here is the pink that I came up with. I think it looks a lot better. It matches in with all the other pink Christmas that I'm doing. I'm just adding glue now and some white glitter. This glitter comes in a giant container. It's from Walmart. I used it on my projects 10 years ago when I was doing Pink Christmas in my Etsy shop, and it works really nice. I also like the way it kind of tones down the pink a little bit. If you guys saw it in person, you would kind of understand, but it does tone it down, even though it still looks super pink. I love the shimmer that it gives. But I will tell you, it can get a little bit messy. So you guys can also add like an adhesive layer over it if you want, like a spray adhesive. I'm not going to do that because a little glitter during Christmas time does not bother me at all. But I'm so excited because I was really wanting to be able to use this Noel sign this year, and I just knew that the red just wasn't going to work. So here is how it turned out. And then it just makes me think of my sweet daughter. I am loving this. Let me know what you guys think. It's not perfect. Don't look too close, but I think it turned out really sweet. And I just think it just gives that extra pop that I needed with this. And you know, you guys are seeing this kind of all in my Christmas crafting studio. Wait till we see it kind of spread out and used throughout the house. Okay, so for this DIY, you guys know that I did a red and white striped candy stripe Christmas several years ago. And I have a lot of these red and white striped ornaments, and they're so beautiful. They've really kind of been through it though. And I'm not really able to use them a whole lot because like this one doesn't have a hanger on it. And I thought, you know what if I went ahead and painted this one pink, just to give like a candy stripe pink to my decor. So I started out with some of the pink paint, but it really wasn't covering. So I decided to add a layer of the white chalk paint first, then we'll go in with the pink paint. So once I had the layer of white paint laid down, I knew that would be the perfect base to add in my pink paint. Now, I do feel like my pink paint has a little bit of a purplish undertone, but I'm still going to keep working with it. I did 2 coats in between just the little stripes. I did want to add a layer of glue and glitter onto this, but I ran out of glitter, so I'm contemplating if I just want to leave it as is. You guys will have to let me know if I should add the iridescent white glitter over it or if I just should leave it as is. I'm really loving this because I do have quite a bit of, you know, red and white check or candy stripe ornaments that I'm thinking I can make over to give it that kind of just fun little candy cane look. I know that I've seen in Hobby Lobby and a lot of people that the candy cane pink, you know, sugar plum Christmas is trending, the Candyland kind of Christmas, and I love it. I think it's so beautiful. I just think it's so gorgeous. But there is no way, you guys, I'm going to go out and spend a bunch of money to replace my Christmas decor that I already have. I've got to find a way to make it work because I have got to be very budget conscious this year, and I want to be. I think it's a blessing to steward my money well. My daughter, I'm putting her through college, and that's a blessing. And,
you know. So I just want to be very careful on how I'm spending my money. And I have so much Christmas decor, you guys. I really just, you know, I want to hang on to it, but I want to make it new. So if you guys have something that you want to make new, I really think that painting it and giving it new life is something that's also good for the environment because we're upcycling and recycling. Now, I think that there's nothing wrong also with going out and buying some pretty new ornaments or goodies if you want to give that look. Not everybody I know has the time to sit around and paint things pink. I totally get that. So really whatever is in your budget and whatever you guys want to do is up to you. Now I'm going to take and I'm going to add a cute little pink ribbon to the top of this, hoping that this will hold so I can start using this ornament again. It might be even really cute to do a pink Christmas Candy Lane kitchen. Oh, you guys, I think that would be so fun. And I decided to also add in some white ribbon just because I feel like it's going to give it a little bit more dimension. And this white ribbon is super thin and easy to use, and I found it at Walmart as well. So I'm just going to add that to the top of my cute little pink Christmas ornament. I'm getting so excited to decorate for Christmas this year. I love doing a new look every year. In the last couple of years, I have done very traditional red and green, which I have loved. I think that is such a cozy, beautiful Christmas. I'm still going to use some traditional in my home, but this year I just think it's fun to play it up, change it up a little bit, and bring in some romantic, girly, pink Christmas into my space. It just makes me so happy. And you guys know that I added some pink into my home this year. I'm making it over to be like the Ritz Paris with the pink walls. Okay, now speaking of pink, my little roses outside are blooming again. This poor rose bush, though, had just bit the dust. So I cut it all the way back to nothing. And look at what it's doing. I hope it's okay because winter is approaching. I still have knockout roses, though, blooming. My petunias, though, are definitely on their last leg. Now, look who's popping out of the bushes for his walk. Mr. Benji Bear, it is time for his walk. Excuse us, we're leaving some pea mail there, but he is off and ready to roll. So every day when I craft and film for you guys, about 5 o'clock comes around and he's like, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, Mom. That means it's time for our walk. And he gets so anxious to be able to go for his walk. So I always take him. I try to take him out for 30 to 45 minutes. It depends on how long he'll walk. It seems to me, though, like he likes to walk a lot longer earlier in the day. So that's something I wish I could get him out in the morning. I go to the gym in the morning. Sometimes I'll walk him after I get back from the gym before I start crafting. It just depends on how my time management is going. But the last 2 mornings, I'm going to be honest with you, it has been very hard to jump out of bed and get rolling. I think because it's cold, it's colder in my house now because it's gotten cold outside, and I just would rather stay snuggled up under the covers. I'm going to give myself a Saturday cuddle day where me and Benji Bear are going to cuddle and stay in bed for as long as we want. We're not going to get out of bed unless we absolutely have to. So anyway, I'm just taking him for this nice little afternoon walk, and I heard him barking once we got back, and look, there were a couple deer across the street from my house. I love when I see the deer. But Benji Bear wants to say hi to all his puppy dog and kitty cat fans out there. We love you guys so much, and I hope you're having a gorgeous, blessed day. Roof, roof, and meow, meow, and even the deer says hi from our home to yours.
So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafting and decorating adventure. I hope you guys are loving this kind of pink Christmas shabby chic Victorian romantic decor crafts that I have been throwing into my I Love Christmas series. Now please remember, you guys can always use your paint colors to suit your personal decor, and go back and check out the last 7 years of videos where I have done pretty much every different style of Christmas decorating with traditional, farm farmhouse, glam, pink Christmas, romantic, Victorian, all the things. So thank you guys so much for being here. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's totally free. I am hosting a little fake cake giveaway. And I'm going to be hosting more giveaways as we go along in this series. Now, I would also love to invite you guys to pop over to my Olivias Romantic Co. DIY Facebook page where I share daily crafting inspiration. Sorry, you guys, I could not get that out. My words are just like tripping all over themselves. I'm so excited for this pink Christmas. You know, just taking what I already have and changing things up, and it just brings new life and new joy to my heart. So speaking of new joy, I have been reading out of He Whispers Your Name. It's a wonderful little devotional by Sherry Hill, and my sweet friend Stacy sent it to me, and we have just been working our way through this devotional. So I'm thinking I need some devotional help. Drop those in the comments down below if you guys have some good ones that I may need to find for the rest of the season after we get through with this one, starting in the new year. So anyway, okay, this one is called The Rock. And if you're going along with me, this is October 4th, if you guys have this one. I skip around a little bit, so we're going to get to all of them though. I never change. I'm always the same, your rock. I cannot be moved, and neither should you. Your faith should be strong and immovable. When you're trusting in me to provide for you and protect you, give thanks to me at all times, regardless of your circumstances. You can thank me because I am good all the time. I pour out my mercy and I consume you with my grace. In your praises, you can have peace and gladness, knowing that I will render justice and rescue you from the fear of defeat. There is nothing too difficult for me, and there is nothing I can't do. No miracle that I can't perform in your life. I am all you need, and everything is under my authority. So there is nothing to fear, no matter what you must face in life. Although there are many reasons to give thanks to me and praise my name, I want you to find joy and gladness in the most basic thing, that I am God, all loving, merciful, and mighty. The Lord lives. Thanks be my rock. May God, the rock of my salvation, be glorified. God gives me vengeance. He brings people under my authority. He frees me from my enemies, and you lift me up from my opponents. You rescue me from violent people, and that is why I will give thanks to you, O Lord, among the nations, and make music to praise your name. That's 2 Samuel 22:47 through 50. I love this. God is our rock, unshakable, unmoving, always there for us, and there's nothing too difficult for God. Wow, what a great praise. And speaking of praise, that has been drawn across my heart this week, and I have been listening to so much praise and worship music. I have replaced all of my workout music with praise and worship music. I have replaced everything in my car with praise and worship music. And can I just tell you guys that it is really making such a difference in my heart, especially when things pop up in my life that make me angry or sad, or, you know, just feelings that I don't feel like are honoring God. So if you guys need a little change, a little pick-me-up, I love Hillsong United. They have great praise and worship music, but there's so many different artists out there. I listen to it on my Spotify and on my YouTube. And also I changed my listening to what I'm listening to while I'm crafting to a wonderful Christian book called The Desire of Your Heart. So that has just been giving me so much hope and faith. And it's a little bit corny, I'll admit, but you know, something that I needed to hear. So anyway, I hope this lifts you up. I hope you have a gorgeous, blessed day. And until our next video, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.